Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Huawei Y9 2019 edition or the Y9 itself. So guys, here's the phone, and in this video I'll be just showing you some important tips and tricks. If you want to know about all the features offered by this phone, check out my video on best features of Vivo Y9. Link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I want to show you the new navigation gestures. So to enable them, go to settings, then select system. Now select navigation. Now select system navigation and select the first option. Now if you go to settings, you can see the navigation gestures, what are the gestures and how you can use them. So for a quick demonstration, you can go back by swiping to the left side or to the right side from the edges, and to go home you can swipe from the center, and you can swipe and hold for recent tabs. Now while using these gestures, you can swipe from the right side corner or the left side corner to trigger Google Assistant. So these are the new gestures and they have been inspired from Xiaomi's gestures, and if you want something new, you can once again select system navigation and select single key navigation. Now this feature is probably Huawei's very own idea, and these are the gestures. So this is the navigation bar and you just have one single button. If you touch this button, it takes back a step. It's just like pressing the back button once, and if you touch and hold it, it takes you to the home screen. Now you can swipe left or right, that is you can swipe the button left or right side to go to the recent apps page. Now while using this single key navigation, you can swipe up for Google Assistant. So guys, these are the two new gestures that you can use instead of your regular navigation bar. I'll just switch to gestures because that's what I like. Next I'll show you some camera shortcuts. Now this is the camera interface and we have a toggle over here for AI mode, and you can enable it or disable it from here. Now once you take a picture in AI mode, you can always disable the AI effect by going to the gallery and disabling this toggle. So this is a regular picture and this is the AI picture. As you can see, there is a subtle difference, well, a huge difference. So I'll suggest you to always take pictures using AI mode, and if you don't like the AI effect, you can always disable it even after taking a picture. So that's what I'll do. Next we have some gestures. So to enable them, go to settings and you have first audio control. So once you enable it, you can say cheese to take a picture. Cheese. There you go. Next we have touch to capture. So once you enable it, you can simply touch the screen or the preview window to take a picture. Next we have smile to capture. So for this I'm going to use the front camera. Let me enable this feature even for the front camera as well. Now you can simply smile at your camera to take a picture. There you go. So that's smile capture. And finally we have a gesture for the front camera. So just enable it and then just show your palm and your phone takes a picture in 2 seconds. So guys, next we have a feature called Aperture Mode. Now using this mode, you can take portrait shots of objects. Now let's say if you try to take a portrait shot of this mug in the regular portrait mode, you'll get a normal picture. So if you want to take portrait shots of objects like this, you have to use the Aperture Mode. Now using this mode, we can change the amount of background blur effect we get by changing the aperture. So to change the aperture, select that, and if you keep it to low, you'll get a lot of blur effect, and if you keep it to high, you'll get less blur effect. So for now, I'll just stick with low and then I'll take a picture. So here's the sample picture, and as you can see, there is a lot of blurred background. Now once you take a picture in aperture mode, we can change the background blur effect and focus point even after taking a picture. So this is the picture that we just took. Now to edit it, click this button over here, and now you're going to the editor mode, and from here to change the focus point, simply click on the image. Now the cup in the background got focused and the cup on the front is out of focus. Now we can also change the amount of background blur effect, or in this case it's the foreground blur effect. Let me just go back here. So if I change the aperture from here, you can see the amount of background blur effect going down. Now that is how the aperture mode works. So guys, now going on next, I'll show you some super handy fingerprint shortcuts or fingerprint gestures. So to enable them, go to settings, then select security, then select fingerprint ID. Now from here, enable these two toggles, take photo and show notification panel. Now once you do that in the stock camera application, you can touch and hold the fingerprint scanner to take a picture. So just like that. Now this feature is especially handy while taking selfies. So here's the selfie mode, the front camera. I can touch and hold the fingerprint scanner to take a picture. There you go. Next we can do a swipe down gesture on the fingerprint scanner to pull down the notification bar. So here we go. So that's the notification bar. Now we can also do a swipe up gesture to send it back. So once again, I'm gonna do it. So these two gestures are really awesome, and you also have other gestures using fingerprint scanner where you can browse the pictures and all. For more details, check out my video on best features. Now these two gestures are the ones that I use the most. Besides that, we can also use the fingerprint scanner to answer calls, stop alarms, and even browse photos in the default gallery application. So definitely give them a try. Next, I'll show you how you can use two applications at the same time. That's the split screen mode, and there are multiple ways to do it. First, you open any application and then press and hold the recent apps button, and then the current application will open up in the top window, and you can select the secondary application from the list below. Now you'll get a button at the center and you can swipe it up or down to resize these windows. I can even play a video and that video will be running in the top window, and I can do something else in the bottom window. Now if you click it over here, you get additional options. You can either close the window or swap the top and bottom windows like that. Now if you're using gestures, you won't be seeing this recent apps button. So in that case, go to recent apps page and then you click this button over here to open that application in a top window. So that's how you use split screen mode. Now even though split screen mode has been around for a long time, there are still applications that do not support it, like the phone dialer just now. So to make all applications support split screen mode, this is what you need to do. Go to settings and then select system. Now select about phone. Now click the build number 7 times. Once you do that, developer options will be enabled. Just enter your password there. Now go back a step and you can find the developer options. Select that. Now scroll all the way to the bottom and enable force activities to be resizable. Now once you do that, you will be able to use all applications in split screen mode. This is something you should definitely do. Now going on next, we have some lock screen shortcuts. Now this is the lock screen and we just have one icon over here for camera. So we can swipe up to quickly open the camera application. And besides that, if you swipe from the bottom of the screen, you get this extra shortcuts. So the first one, or my favorite one, is the toggle for flash. So you can do it from here. Beside that, we get access to some more applications like a voice recorder and calculator. Next we have the timer, and finally we have a shortcut for Amazon Assistant, which only works once you unlock the phone. So guys, next I'm going to show you a scan feature. So once you open the camera application, click this button over here. And once you do that, you get this two options. So the first one is the QR code. If you want to scan a QR code, you just need to select QR code and then point it at the QR code. Next we have shopping, which works with Google Assistant. Simply select shopping and point at any object. And then Amazon Assistant kicks in, tries to see what's in the image and try to show you the product link for that product on Amazon store. Now this is like a beta feature. It might not work properly every time. Now for some quick shortcuts, if you want to display battery percentage on the status bar, then go to settings, then select apps and notification and status bar, then select battery percentage. From here you can decide how you want to display the battery percentage on the status bar. I'll go with that. Now going on next, if you want to display the network usage or the network speed on the status bar, enable this toggle. Now going on next, if you don't like the notification LED light on this phone and you want to disable it completely, you can disable it from here. Next I'll show you how to take screenshots on this phone. So to do that, you can press the volume down and power button both at the same time and your phone will take a screenshot. Now if that's a bit hard for you, you also have a toggle for that. Just go to notification area and click this button to take a screenshot. Next we also have the 3-finger screenshot gesture. So to enable it, go to settings, then select smart and convenient or smart assistant. Then select motion control and enable this toggle that says 3-finger screenshot. Once you do that, you can swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. This is my favorite way to do it and it works everywhere, and these days most of the phone offer this feature as well. Now going on next, I'll show you how you can take a longer screenshot. Let's say if you want to take a long screenshot of this entire app, this is what you can do. First, take a regular screenshot. You can either use the buttons or the screenshot gesture. I'll use the gesture. Now click this button. Once you do that, this page will be scrolled automatically until the end and you'll get a longer screenshot. Here we go. Let me show that once again with this Flipkart application. First I'll take a screenshot and then click this button, and then the page will be scrolled automatically and you'll get a longer screenshot. By the way guys, you can touch the screen to stop it in between. Now here's the long screenshot. Next, if you want to record calls automatically on your phone, this is what you need to do. Open the phone dialer, click this button, that's for menu, then select settings, then select automatically record calls. Now once you enable this toggle, all the calls on your phone will be recorded automatically. Now this feature to record calls is available in India but might not be available in other countries. Now going on next, I'll show you a feature called Wi-Fi Bridge. So to enable it or to use it, you need to search for it. You can't find it anywhere. Just search for Wi-Fi Bridge or Wi-Fi and you can find it. Here's Wi-Fi Bridge. Now this Wi-Fi Bridge feature allows you to use your phone as a hotspot by using your existing Wi-Fi connection. Now the regular hotspot feature uses your mobile data to share internet, while this feature Wi-Fi Bridge uses your existing Wi-Fi connection to create a hotspot. Now let's say if you're in a hotel, restaurant or anywhere where you're given internet access only to one device. So in that situation, this feature will be really useful. Now going on next, if you really hate this notch area and want to completely hide it, this is what you need to do. Go to settings, then select display. Now select notch and select the second option. Now once you do that, you'll see a black background on the status bar and it kinda hides the notch. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your Huawei Y9. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and if you want to know about all the features offered by this phone, once again check out my video on best features, link is in the description. By the way guys, if you are planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel, and if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I am Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.